Hola Familia Humanidad, hello Familia Humanity, salut la famille de l'humanité. Today we are at the site of El CEIBAL. Originally it was only called CEIBAL with a S, but now it's called El CEIBAL. I will tell you the story of El CEIBAL, which was the biggest Maya city in the Passion River region. Also, a lot of connection with the two other sites that I'm going to visit tomorrow, Aguateca and Dos Pilas. So let's dive into the story of El Cebal. Hola Familia Humanidad, it's your brother Wallace. Today I'm right here, like usually, in front of the camera. No, I'm right here at El Cebal. El Cebal is referred to as the place where many ceiba trees grow. Originally, the name was Cebal with a S, but when the first archaeologists discovered this place, they also discovered a lumber camp, and that camp was called El Cebal, so they decided to name this place El Cebal. It is situated on top of 100-meter bluff, so I wasn't able to find the cliff around here, but there's a place where there's a big cliff, so it was easy to defend. It's located in the northern Betang region, and it's 100 kilometers northwest of Tikal, and only 20 minutes ride if you have a motorcycle or you have a car from the closest village or city maybe called Sayakshe. Cebal was the biggest Maya city in all the Passion River region, with a number of inhabitants close to 10,000 people. Archaeologists believe that 2,000 of them were living in the core of the city, and then 8,000 of them were living around it, so in residential housing. Cebal was occupied from the pre-classic period to the terminal classic, and even a little bit after. The first peak of construction of monuments of stela that were erected was around 200 BC, and the second major peak was from 830 to 890. We will see why 830, because a special event happened here at Cebal. The early history of Cebal was lost because of the catastrophic defeat against Dos Pilas, another site which is 27 kilometers east from this one. So they lost to that city. Because of that, we don't have much information about the early history of Cebal. But the first place where we see the inscription of this city is at Dos Pilas. It was stela number 15, and it refers to a date October 13, 721 AD. It's mentioning that El Cebal is now getting in the conflict between Tikal and Calakmul. They are putting at work maybe the labor force over here they are choosing a side between Tikal and Calakmul, and that date is October 13, 721. We can read it. Stela 15 at Dos Pilas, another side that I'm going to see tomorrow. The attack of Dos Pilas to CEIBAL from 735 AD. This attack that made it impossible for us to understand the early history of CEIBAL was conducted by the third king of Dos Pilas. His name was Uchaan Kin Balam. And when he attacked CEIBAL, he captured the king, but he didn't kill him. He made him his servant. So CEIBAL was a ally of Dos Pilas and Aguateca also, because Dos Pilas and Aguateca are neighbors. Was an ally, but most of all, it was a servant. So you call this like a naval city. So CEIBAL was controlled by Dos Pilas after the attack of 735 AD. But CEIBAL were not done, because when Ajabot, it's a new king that was put on the throne around 771 AD, they took back their independence. But not long after, 29 years after, in 800 AD, CEIBAL fell into a period of, it's like a complete stoppage, a pause. No more construction, no more monuments, no stela were erected for a period of 30 years. Then, in 830 AD, a new elite group migrate to CEIBAL and decided to take place here and to rebuild the civilization, and that gave a new life to CEIBAL and made it possible for the civilization to live close to the middle of the 10th century. And you need to remember, because around 900 AD, most of the Maya cities completely collapsed, were completely abandoned because of the Great Maya Collapse, or the Classic Maya Collapse, which is an event that took place and really destroyed most of the Maya city. But CEIBAL was able to survive many, many more years after this Maya collapse hit all the other cities. In fact, to be a little bit more precise, the last monument to be erected here at CEIBAL was in 889 AD. And after that, life went really slowly, and CEIBAL was occupied until 930 AD. This is the end of the story of CEIBAL, a beautiful city close to Aguateca, close to Dos Pilas, in the Passion River region. I really recommend you visit it. If you come to Sayakshe, it's a 20-minute ride. But for now, Family Humanity, if you learned something in this video and you love the story of CEIBAL, and this information, this new knowledge made it possible for you to connect the dot between the different Maya civilization, maybe just click that little button right here, like, and that little button right here, subscribe. Because I love seeing that you love seeing what I'm doing. And until next time, you stay like you are. You stay beautiful. You stay awesome, full of energy, pure, centered, and aligned. I'll see you in the next video. Adios.